I went for a drive. I found a church. There's nobody here. The church is open. I'm too scared to go in. It's really, really old. So I'm gonna go for a walk, take a breath, take in the scenery, have a nice time, then head back to the church. So we've got this incredible porch area with wooden beams. Look at that beautiful decorative corner bit. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna go in. I don't know if I can. Wow. Wow. What an incredible place. I love it. It's incredible. The light is shining. We've got a book here of the people who come to visit. Wow, this is incredible. It smells so old, like so old. Look at the carvings, arty. I can feel how it would have been way back when. I feel good now I'm in here. Even like the oil lamps, right? The lights are oil lamps. Wow, incredible. I'm gonna get out and what jam? What? There's jam and gooseberry and mango, vanilla black. That must be vanilla blackberry. Oh, black. Gooseberry and mango. Okay, yes, there's just those. Oh, gooseberry with orange and orange Cointreau. Okay. And then you just put the money in here. Maybe I'll get some jam. I've got some money. Okay, so I've just got myself some jam. It says suggested amount £3, and I had exactly £3. And then here it says you are welcome to help yourself to the willow or grasses. They have been donated for the church, and we would love it if you could make a donation for the upkeep of this beautiful place. Many thanks. And after willows and grasses, I look on eBay all the time. Oh, this is amazing. Now I feel like at home, I feel like at peace, whereas I literally couldn't open the door beforehand. Wow, this is so nice. Love you. So hello, welcome to Olivia's sanctuary. I'm really sleepy, so I'm trying to bump up my energy for this video, but I really want to go to bed. I'm in the most beautiful spot. You've seen the church. That was just the intro, and now I'm going to talk about why selfishness is a good thing and how not to view it as a bad thing in other people. It's all about perspective. It's all about different levels of selfishness within people, how they put it out there, and all that kind of thing. Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about. Hello. Right, let's take a seat here. So I didn't want to look at the age of it before I went in because I thought it would scare me too much, because it's like deadly silent in there. It's silent out here, but it's super silent in there. And because it doesn't get used as a place of worship anymore, it's very well preserved with all the original features. It was refurbished in the 17th century, so that's the 1600s. But still has some of the original features from the 12th century, which is just mad, right? It is just gorgeous. So I wanted to talk about selfishness, because I think it's something that we generally view as a negative, but over the past month I've experienced a lot in my life as being a selfish person that is so beneficial and so positive that I've really felt the need to talk about it. Oh, bugs. But yeah, I think what's interesting for me is that you say somebody's selfish and you go, oh, they're so selfish. But realistically, it's only because of the fact that you're feeling like their selfishness is impacting you in a negative way. But actually, is it because you're too bothered and too involved in their output of themselves, that you can't mind your own business and be selfish for yourself. Selfishness helps you become more aligned with yourself, because the more you choose to do things purely for you and make sure that your life is good. Being selfish could be as simple as someone saying, you know, oh, I really can't be bothered to go to the shop, will you go to the shop for me? And you're feeling really tired, you might have worked like 45 hours, late nights, you're shattered, and because you don't want to upset someone, or you don't want to say no to them because they've said, oh, I can't be bothered, you then go, yeah, I'll go to the shop. But in your head and inside of you, you're getting this feeling like, oh, I really don't want to do it. That in itself is putting you out of alignment with yourself. It's putting you in a position of not being true to how you actually feel. The selfish part of you should be saying, look, I'm really sorry that you can't be bothered, but I'm really not feeling it. So you're going to have to go yourself. That kind of thing. I know it seems like a bit of a strange situation. I can't think of many examples, but like it is as simple as that, is, you know, you tending to your needs. And I think it then helps to view other people's selfishness in a way, more neutral way. I mean, like, you can then look at somebody being selfish and think, well, actually they're just doing what they want to do for themselves to make sure that their life is in good stead and they're happy. There's that side of it. Obviously there's the selfish side where people, you know, are just ruthless and inconsiderate, and they do things so much for themselves that they completely disregard anyone else. I'm talking selfishness like, do what you've got to do for yourself. You can still apologize along the way. You can still say, look, really respect you and everything, but I need to do this for me. And that's the selfishness that you should be living with. You should be doing everything you want to do. If you don't want to hang out with people, you don't want to hang out with people. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, that's how it is. If you don't want to go to a certain place, you don't want to be in a certain crowd, fine. That's how it is. My selfishness has been in the form of me going off by myself, not interacting with many people at all. It's not like I have a friendship group, anything like that. I am very much a lonesome person, but with absolute pride and joy and happiness. So I suppose I'm being selfish, but in a natural way, because this is just how my life is. But I think it's really helpful to think of selfishness in a better way, because I think as humans we turn most things negative generally. Like, I hear so many people sighing and talking about like their jobs with such like, like at the bar on Fridays, I'm always like, hi, how are you? Have you had a good week? What have you been up to? How's your day going? Whatever, those kind of questions. And pretty much every time the response I get is, well, it's Friday. Glad I got my pint. Or, you know, something like that. Like, well, been at work, but yeah, now I'm out. Now it's Friday, so, you know, oh, sorry to rub that in your face. And I'm like, oh, no, it's fine. I'm like, it's the opposite. I'm like, I love my job. I'm happy. It's not rubbing it in my face at all. People seem to just bring so much negativity to the table all the time. But I mean, the point is, I've been there and I've talked about this. I have been so deep into that my life was an absolute misery. And the best thing anybody can do for themselves is be selfish and make sure that you're happy. If you're not happy in your job, really not happy, then think about whether you're focusing on the bad aspects of the job only and thinking about what you could have rather than what you've got in front of you, or whether that job just has so much negativity and doesn't make you happy at all, and how you can either find another job in something that you like, or do something alongside your job that you absolutely love that takes away from the job being so negative. Once you do things for yourself so selfishly that you're so fulfilled, everything else in your life becomes just a breeze. You know, you're not at work thinking, oh, I don't want to be here, this is so shit. You're thinking, oh, well, on Monday I get to go here, on Tuesday I get to do this, on Wednesday I'm going to go here, and then Thursday I'm back at work, I'm with my colleagues who I love, I'm at my job where it's easy going and my bosses are great and there's great customers, I have great conversations, I get out at 1, you know, it's not that late, and life is great. Like it's about changing your perspective on everything that you encounter in your life, and not even allowing the negative aspects to enter your space. It's about, if you are being negative, use the negatives as a stepping stone or something to bounce off to become positive, because everything is relational, right? Like it's all mutual. Like you don't have light without shadow, and the bee and the flower, like everything is a relationship. Like people come together and they say opposites attract, and that's because people balance each other out, and it's all energies and stuff. So like I think of it in the sense that, you know, nobody can live a positive life 100% of the time. Negativity has to be there, but only in the way that it lifts you into the positive. It's called contrast. We all need it to move forwards. We all need it to keep on the up, and with that momentum of positivity. Otherwise you end up in a rut. If you follow the negativity, you get stuck in that space, and that's what happened to me, until I came to this point and realized that I wasn't doing anything for myself. I wasn't being selfish. Now I have such solid boundaries for myself that I'm not going to agree to anything that doesn't align with me as a person. Like, I'm so my own person now. Everything's vibrational. We attract on a vibrational level. And when you meet someone and you click, it's because you're vibrational. I've mentioned this, and it's because you are on the same playing field. That's, you know, I've experienced that mad rush of emotions and sparks flying, the energy, it's crazy, right? It's insane. It feels incredible, and that is when two people are so on the same page that everything else seems completely ludicrous. Like nothing else in the world can compare to that. It's all this huge relationship of life and perceptions and interactions and energy and places, people, time, space. Everything is a collective thing. It's all quite wild. I could talk about it forever. I've got so much more in my brain, but I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to bore everybody. But be selfish. Just be selfish. Like not in a horrible way, but do the things you got to do. Like I think I've mentioned this before. You want to do something, you should 100% do it, because the more you resist doing the things you want to do and you stay within a negative space within it, it's not going to benefit you at all. You're just going to either go backwards or remain stagnant, and you've got to get on that high flying thing. Yeah, that's it. Well, thanks for coming to Olivia's Sanctuary. I, as always, absolutely love everybody coming here. I'm gonna head to the rocks now, have a little chill, do some sewing, and love life, as always. So thank you, good night, keep enjoying life, and thanks for coming again. Bye!